Papua Cendrawasih. The eastern region of Indonesia is enchanting and intriguing, with beautiful natural scenery, unique cultural practices, and diverse flora and even this region has been called a little piece of heaven on earth. The bird of paradise is only one of Papua's exceptional distinctiveness, so the term doesn't seem overstated. Because of its beauty, which is comparable to a bird falling from heaven, Cendrawasih is known as a bird of paradise or a bird from paradise. Get to know the bird of paradise. A group of birds known as birds of paradise are members of the Passeriformes order and Paradiseidae family. The Papuan Island, the Maluku Islands, the Torres Strait Islands, Papua New Guinea, and Eastern Australia are all home to this bird species. The male Cendrawasih bird, which belongs to the Paradiseidae family, is distinctive because it has long feathers and growing grassy patterns on its The huge bird of paradise, for instance, is the well-known bird of paradise, The Papuan natives who exchanged this bird with the Arapaho tribe did so by cutting off its wings and legs so that they might be used as ornaments. This treat gave this species its scientific name, apida, which means the bird of paradise is regarded by the Papuans as a manifestation of heaven. When others see it, they will be astounded by the brilliance. Cendrawasih is a mixture of two words, Cendra, which means divinity or goddess, and Wasi, which means messenger, according to the name's meaning or There are 43 species and 14 genera in all that make up the birds of Although it may be found from Papua New Guinea to Australia, the majority of the 30 species of Cendrawasih, of which 28 are native to Papua/Irian Jaya, can be found in Indonesia. In the meanwhile, there are two varieties of this bird of paradise on the islands of Maluku and Halmahera. Since 1522, this bird has been known to European monarchs, who have dubbed it This native Papuan bird was previously traded for its feathers to adorn European women's hats from the end of the 19th century to the beginning of the Characteristics and morphology. Beautiful feathers are the primary distinguishing feature of Cendrawasih birds, especially the males. The typical coloration of this bird's feathers is a mixture or combination of black, blue, yellow, red, brown, purple, green. The size and weight of Cendrawasih birds vary widely according on the species, with sizes ranging from 15 cm to 110 cm and 50 grams to 430 grams. The bird of paradise has Pertinger-type feet, which have long toes and flat feet. This bird can more easily sit on tree branches because to its form. It is a particular species of seed eater with a thick, pointed beak that serves to break apart seeds. Bird of paradise habitat. In eastern Indonesia, Cendrawasih often lives in lowland to highland forested regions. Its natural habitat is a densely forested tropical rainforest around the Torres Strait, Papua Island, in Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. This bird prefers habitats with large trees, rather thick branches, and a variety of vines. Banyan trees, Ficus benjamina, Myristica sp. Pondaus sp. are a few of the tree species that Cendrawasih calls home. This bird likes to dwell in primary forest regions, therefore if its current environment changes and it no longer enjoys it, it will relocate to a new location that is more conducive for its lifestyle. The Cendrawasih bird is extremely sensitive to changes in how the forest functions since, in the wild, its existence is highly dependent on the forest's natural circumstances. Population distribution. For instance, the little yellow Cendrawasih, Paradisea minor, which is found on the island of Papua, ranges from the west to the islands of Waigeo, Salawati, Batanda, Kofiau, Misul, Gajai, and Gava, as well as the islands in Cendrawasih Bay such Numfor, Biak, Yapen, and Miosnam. Aru to Papua's southwest. In the meanwhile, in southwest Papua and the Aru Islands, the great yellow bird of paradise, Paradisea apida, is found from the William Ingram attempted to preserve this bird from extinction between 1909 and 1912 by relocating it to Little Tobago Island in the Caribbean. However, a report from 1958 said that